anything else, I knew I needed a rat like you on my team. Little freaking stat nerd.
I did it. I don't take that, man. I bombed it. Straight diarrhea too.
And he's just getting excited because he hasn't had the taste of the top of the leaderboard since he was fucking 2.
Well, I was gonna say, was I born to be an electrician? The Bills Mafia, baby! Buffalo 1!
Hello and welcome back to the Five Back Podcast, episode 71. I'm joined by Jacob, Ethan, Shane, and Joel. And fellas, we're back in the studio. It was a crazy week for sure. I mean, we recorded it last before the trade deadline. That wrapped up in the NHL. So it was a pretty good trade deadline, I'd say. Probably one of the most active in recent years. Would that be appropriate to say?
Most definitely.
100%. It was awesome.
And then the
Speechless.
NFL decided it wanted to join in on the silliness, and I don't know what the fuck is happening in the National Football Team, but every single player...
Football league, not team.
Or Football League, sorry, National Football
It's okay.
League. But every player is leaving their team for their rivals, it seems like.
Fucking brutal.
Which is
Fuck
just,
Poyer.
which is just
Fuck Poyer.
nuts.
And who was the other one that left us? Saron Neal, I think.
To the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Well, we'll get on to that later, because there is a ton of NFL signings to
I'm
catch up
pumped.
on, and we'll do that.
I'm pumped.
I mean, yeah, I guess we'll do that towards the end of the end of the pod, because we'll start with some news that came around the NHL this week. Some, I don't know, suspensions, it's safe to say, and then we'll do a little trade deadline ranking segment as well. But first, fellas,
I like that.
how was your guys' week? How was the week in sports? A lot of games you catch. Did you enjoy watching your team this week?
Oh yeah, Florida's been disgusting recently.
I know Tarasenko
Tarasenko,
hit the
2
floor
goals,
running.
1 assist.
Now, Joel, how do you feel about that? Because I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of looking like his old self there in Florida.
He only has 3 points in 3 games. Like,
Yeah, but
Just like
I
Ottawa.
guess-
He was
yeah.
gross in Ottawa.
He was like quiet in Ottawa though,
yeah.
because it's like
No one cares about Ottawa.
they're irrelevant.
Did you guys already have a number 91 in Florida? Oh wait, your mic comes.
You're an idiot.
Did just unplug?
Let the electrician do his thing. Blue collar boy.
Eggman Larson.
Oh yes, Ekman Larson 90. Well, that's such an odd number for
Wait, so
defense.
Yeah.
what number is he wearing?
10.
10.
Pavel Bure.
Okay, that's what okay.
Yeah.
Next
Wow.
Pavel Bure incoming.
Well, I think that
That's
number
a
should be retired.
douche
but-
move.
Wow.
Not really. I don't think there's any other numbers left to really take.
Pavel Bure is the goat of that franchise.
Would you agree with that?
No.
Who do you think is?
Probably Van.
Dude, this guy was
Van
just a
Beesbrook.
fan fucking 5 years ago.
The longer I would
You're a
obviously
new
say
fan. Like,
the
come
main
on,
guy.
man.
But Van whatever.
Van
Vibrato?
Beesbrook.
Van Beesbrook.
He
What
brought
about
us to the 99
Jovo Cop?
finals.
What about Jovo Cop? Ed Jovanovski.
Yeah, he was decent too.
Oh,
Do you have any retired numbers?
Oli
Don't think
Yosin?
so. Don't think so.
If it would be one, would you
It'd
make
be
it burn?
Luongo.
Luongo, number 1.
You're a fucking dick rider. Like, fucking get over him.
No,
He was there for fucking how long?
Like
Pavel
8
Bure,
years.
man.
I think Bure
He
should
was
be
in the
the
league
first.
for like 20 years and spent half of it
Bure's
with
the
Florida, half of it
GOAT.
with Vancouver.
Is Bure retired?
What about Yager? Like, throw Yager's number up.
Bure's retired
Why?
with
He
you
played
guys,
2
eh?
seasons there. Yeah,
I
he was
think he
gross
might
with like
be, yeah.
60 points at 45 years old, but
We'll
he
get onto
get
that.
retired.
Is Bure retired in Vancouver?
I think he might.
Yeah, he did.
yeah.
I think he is.
Pavel Bure is more known for Vancouver than Florida.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Florida was irrelevant.
Well, they still
Hey,
are,
we
I'd
made the
say, but-
99 Cup Finals against Colorado.
Yeah, thanks to Bure.
We got swept, but we made it.
Ethan Knox.
Don't know if we had Bure then.
There was some big news coming out about the Knox. Thatcher Demko out for
I
I
know.
think a month. I'm not. What was the injury? Do you know?
2 to 3 weeks. they
2 to
said.
4 weeks. But yeah.
Okay, that's not even that bad.
Okay, why don't you shut up and let me finish talking for once? No, it's not bad. I think we'll be fine. to
Not
be honest.
bad.
Either
It's
way,
a problem.
he'll be back
Stiff, eh?
before. He'll be back before playoffs.
Exactly.
Like, you're already in playoffs. Doesn't matter.
That's the thing. We kind of just need him to rest.
Yeah,
now.
but you kind of
make
want
sure.
to. You want to finish
Are
high.
you-
Can I fucking
are you
talk?
committing
For
a
the love
fraud?
of God,
No, your
holy
takes are terrible.
shit.
At least
Well, yeah.
someone that gets
Yeah, I mean, you are second in the league behind the.
Good drop.
I'm not even gonna
Florida
say. who.
Panthers,
You haven't secured a
baby.
spot yet, have you? No
Have you
guaranteed
guys
playoff
secured
spot yet.
elimination yet?
Not yet.
That's
Still.
surprising.
Hey, if they win out, they have a chance.
If they win.
We could win out.
If they win out and
After going on a
destroy-
7-game losing streak, we could win out.
Yeah. You just gotta bring the hamburger back up there.
It's pretty funny because we talk about the West like having all the dominant teams, which I guess is why the standings in the league are this way. But the top 4, all East teams: Florida, Vancouver. Well, I guess Vancouver's West. Florida, Boston, New York, all up there.
Easier league.
And
though.
Carolina's
Easier
looking
conference, sorry.
disgusting.
Carolina's looking disgusting too.
Well, let T finish this segment, though.
It's
He
an
wasn't
easier
done.
conference, you know.
He wasn't done with
Much
Demko.
more to play in the West.
Easier conference.
It is. Do you not agree?
No.
Shit, well,
It's completely two different playing styles.
No, Eastern Conference.
The West is about being big and strong, and the East is more about skill.
if we want to talk about
What
some,
are you?
Yeah.
What side are you fucking arguing? That you're saying the East is stronger?
The East is more skilled players. The West is more brute.
Dude, the
Power
West
forward.
has McKinnon and
Mc-
McDavid.
yeah,
Okay.
true.
Makar.
But if you look,
Quinn Hughes.
Connor Bedard, yeah, like Connor Bedard.
Who the fuck does the East have aside
What
for
do you
McKinnon?
mean?
I'm
It
not
has to be
McKinnon.
West.
Faces
He's
of
like-
the franchise.
who's yeah? who-
or faces of the league.
Bro,
Who's in
look at the
West?
East
But
though.
the team-
Boston. Like Boston's not a skilled team.
No, go
Oh,
ahead,
You
go
know
ahead.
the New York Islanders, the Philadelphia Flyers, skill team right there.
they're not winning by brute force, though. That's for
Well,
sure.
I'll tell you. Well, you know what? I'll say Maple Leafs skill team, sure.
Florida skill team.
Man.
Boston
No,
skill
Florida
you
team.
guys
is
are
not a
fucking.
skilled team.
you're
What do you mean
brute.
Florida's not a skill
No, you're
team?
just
You
like-
guys are fucking brutes. What do you mean you're
Yeah, you
skilled?
just
We're
run
not.
everyone down. You just
Are
run
you
everyone
kidding
down.
me?
Who's your fucking number 1 player on your team?
Reinhardt.
That is not a fucking
That's a
skilled
power
player.
forward.
What the fuck is he then?
A power
He's
forward.
not a top 5 in the
Two-way-
league
Wait,
Wait, we're
skilled
talking
player.
about points or
Two-way-
actual playing skill?
two-way center.
Playing skills, probably Kachuk is our best player.
Okay.
Him or Barkov?
Wait, so you're saying
Barkov's
Brady
skill player.
Tkachuk, or
Matthew
Matthew
Tkachuk?
Tkachuk is a skill player?
No, best
Yes.
player.
Oh.
The best player on Florida Panthers, I would say, is Barkov or Reinhardt. Or not Reinhardt, sorry.
Okay, Reinhardt
Kachuk.
has like. Okay, I'm not gonna
Say it. No, say it.
Reinhardt is
He's
what?
done jack shit. He's terrible. He's
Every
only
other
a
year.
power play guy.
Reinhardt is shit.
He
Buddy has 47 fucking
Hot
goals. and
Contract
20
year.
Six
Contract
of them are on the
year.
power play.
yeah
Exactly.
You
That's
know
that makes it
exactly.
worse. It's almost a
But he's
guarantee to
sitting
score
in
the power
slot
play.
And
Okay,
everybody leaves
okay.
him open. He fucking puts it
This
in
is
every
my
time.
replica of Reinhardt.
Oh
right
my
here.
God.
Here we go. Shane's getting up for the audio listeners. Okay, he's standing. He's turning in the slot, and then he just shot and he scored.
What did I do? I
Okay,
just
okay,
pivoted
okay,
3
okay,
times and I
okay.
shot and I
Hold on, hold
scored.
on.
That's all
What
he
about-
fucking
what about
does.
Ovechkin, though. That's all he does.
Yeah.
He's second.
Or is he?
Of
Are
all
we
time.
He's
but-
second all time. It's a little
but-
different.
Yeah, but
Second all time.
How is that any different? He
Well,
literally
he's got
sits in one
800 and
spot.
like 36
And OV
goals.
He
Oh,
sits
can we
in
just
one
say OV
spot
is
and
buzzing?
He gets fed the puck. It's the same thing.
Fair enough.
No one ever
I guess.
said it was.
The only way to shut Scriv up if you just go fair enough. So, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. East is much better than the West.
I don't think
Way
it's
more
More
much
skills.
better.
skilled players.
More
I
skilled
don't
players.
think it's much
Hey,
better.
Well, I just
I
said the
just-
West is harder, and you're like, no, the East is. And then you're like, you're going back on your
The
own.
West is more
I
physical,
don't get it.
more
Exactly.
skilled,
I
and
don't know.
probably faster.
Not faster. Definitely not faster.
McDavid's the fastest player. in the NHL.
Congratulations. One player ain't the fucking
McKinnon?
team.
McKinnon's
Okay,
not
two
that
players.
fast. Yeah, he's got some wheels.
He's
You're
got
right,
wheels.
yeah.
He's
Okay,
McCarr.
No.
there you go.
Hughes.
Defense. Most defense has
Defense
decent
don't
wheels
count.
on them.
Oh, they're overpaid. All of them.
Well, should we move on
No,
from this?
only
'Cause,
Senators overpay the
I
defense.
wanted to talk to Shane here because his team is
In this playoff spot, are they
in a
not?
playoff spot, sort of. I believe, yeah, fourth in your division, just behind the Flyers.
They took
Um,
Detroit's spot, which
either
I'd
way-
love to shit on Detroit if we have the chance.
Well,
Didn't they lose like 6 in a row or something?
yeah, and they had a
You
fight
see the
at
fight that
practice.
they had in practice
Yeah.
today? Lucas Raymond went
Sometimes-
off.
We're getting off topic,
Sometimes that can be good for a team and turn around. But Shane, how confident are you in your New York Islanders to make the playoffs? Because let's be honest, you can make it there. You're not going to do fuck all, but you can make it there.
Yeah, make it there. Good for
How-
a
how
nice
confident
easy
are you?
run.
0%.
0%.
Really?
0%.
This team's a joke, man. This team's a
Finally, a realist about their team.
like it's literally
It's Barzal, Dobson, Horvat.
literally
Maybe
and then,
Nelson.
and then the games are Sorokin or no one. So it's either a 1-0 win or it's a 5-1 loss. So it's like whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know like I can name you 4 players, and who else you got? Like Kyle Palmieri, like
Okay, look at the game.
Pajot's there. Pajot.
Look at the game against the
Pajot,
Ducks.
Pajot.
no. Let them go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, the game against the Ducks, we scored like 3 goals in the first, and then the team wasn't the same after that.
Pajot has 8 goals this year, by the way.
I know, but he's not. He's
I
not
didn't say
there
he's
to
good.
score.
I just said he's there.
He's there to win face-offs for friggin' Patrick Wall, baby.
Are you happy? How's that appointment been? Are you liking it? Are you happy with it? Like now it's
With
been
Wall?
a couple
Oh,
weeks.
I love it.
Why?
I
But you
hope
guys-
he
you just
stays.
You said your team was a joke. How do you what?
No, I'm
No,
talking
because-
about the team. This not the coach.
The players.
I'm talking about the players.
The
Like,
personnel.
bro, I swear our age average is 60.
Okay, that's why. Okay.
If you include your GM, probably 85 because Lou. Like, when is Lou gonna
Like,
croak here?
I
Like, he's
saw
been
a
in the league
post-
way too. Like, go retire, bro. Like, buy a
saw-
cottage.
I saw a post of McDavid's dad in beer league just tearing it up, and all the comments were like, "This could bring the Islanders' age down," and he's like 65.
Davo.
Could
Well,
use him.
I guess we'll move on to you, Joel. Our favorite team to talk about on this podcast because every year is their year.
On
and it's the-
paper.
it's the,
I've
and it's the
been
Ottawa
saying
Senators.
this.
It is the Ottawa Senators, currently in the league, 28th.
Could be
28th
worse.
in the league.
Could be worse.
Jimmy Stu sucks.
1 point behind the Arizona Coyotes, and 4 points behind the Montreal Canadiens. So that says all that needs to be said. Joel, how are you feeling?
Speechless, honestly.
Speechless?
I don't really know what to tell you guys.
Jimmy Stu sucks.
I
That's all.
called it. I called it.
Yeah,
Dude, what the fuck did you call?
That they were gonna be shit.
Okay.
And you guys were like, no, they're gonna be good.
I honestly, if
They
someone has
should've been
time,
good.
like flashback to like I don't know,
Dude,
probably
if
episode 50.
Vancouver had our team, you probably would be ridiculous.
What?
Wait, what?
No, we'd be fucking 4th last.
No.
like you're saying, if they had better coaching, it could be a good team,
Yeah.
which is
Okay.
I-
like
that's
coaching
obvious.
Coaching can bring
No,
you far, but
I
it can't
think
bring you
Jimmy
that
Stu
far.
should-
They're
Can't
not.
bring it to 2nd place.
I
No
don't really
offense,
want to
but
get into it.
your goalies aren't doing
I
well.
agree with you.
Defense aren't doing well.
I agree with you. Yeah, we're shit.
well,
Jimmy Stu
enough said.
sucks.
Um,
Norris sucks.
Dude, I fucking get he
Whoa,
sucks.
whoa.
Shut up.
That's a great point. Joel, you were paying Josh Norris like $7 million. What does he do other than get injured every single
He
season
sits on IR.
for the entire year?
He's waiting to play in the playoffs, boys.
Hey,
Your
wait.
LTI aren't going to help you. Genuinely,
we're
this is
saving
what,
for playoffs.
his 4th year injured for the whole season?
Third.
Hey.
3rd year.
Not
he-
the whole. He played 52 games this season.
Is
But
that a
what was he
career
out?
high?
7?
Can we just think about this? Broussard went through the same shit,
Derek
and
Brassard.
he ended up having.
Derek Brassard never got paid $7 million.
no,
wait.
wait on my fucking point.
Okay.
And he ended up playing 1,000 games after all those surgeries. So it could go uphill from here.
Wait, is this his 3rd one or 2nd?
Third.
Okay, Tarasenko had like a couple too, and then look at him. So
Yeah, but he's not Tarasenko, is he?
okay,
Well,
I'm
he
not
could
saying
be. He had a
is.
fucking
I'm just saying,
35
look
goal
at the
season
career
when he only
had.
played fucking 60
I don't
something
know.
games.
It will be interesting to see, but I'd be worried.
Okay, but anyway,
I
he's not
am worried, and he was my favorite player.
but he sucks.
But it fucking hurts to watch him get injured every fucking season.
I'll tell you
and
something.
I'm like very.
Liam's
negative.
probably laughing at you.
I heard this.
I
I
don't
heard this
know.
once from
Well,
a
trade's
smart
still better in our opinion. But
from a
go
smart man. The best ability is availability. I'm gonna let that
Who said
sink in for a
that?
second. I believe that was God. No, I don't know who said that. I don't.
Paul.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know who said that, but
Basically.
I'm not wrong. I guess we'll wrap this little segment up with myself here.
How are the Blackhawks?
Hey, let me tell you
doing?
something. Beat the Ducks. Beat the Coyotes.
5-point
That's 2
game
wins.
for Bedsy.
5-point game for Bedsy. We got 2
Yeah.
wins. Somewhat in a row. That's enough, fellas. Let's get back on the losing streak and let's
You
draft
could pass us.
some motherfucking.
Yeah, my call's not looking too well. I said Bedard wasn't gonna win calls.
I think
Yeah.
I have the closest prediction for Bedsy. I said just under, like, a couple under points per game.
I think we said. I think.
we all said around 60 something.
Like I think for points. I think we all said. I think I might
Except
have
for
said.
Shane. I think Shane
Yeah,
said
I
like
said,
over
like,
80.
No, I said like 70.
I think he said like
Oh, yeah.
71. I said somewhere in the 60s.
I said
He's gonna hit
67, I think.
71.
I said like 75, 72 or something like that.
He's got like
Somebody
20
said a point per
games
game
left.
though. It
What
was
is he
you?
at right now? He's at 6.
I
Is he
said
in the
just under a
60s?
point per game.
Points?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, no.
He's at like 56.
That's what I mean. He's close to
He's
60.
he's probably gonna reach max 70, I think.
He's got 20
He has,
games
like,
left.
The third best
He
rookie.
plays for
Bedard has
Chicago.
51 points
Oh,
in
okay.
52 games played.
Yeah.
That is the most on the team. And I believe he missed like. I don't even know.
I did
what,
say that though. I
17
did say he's
bunch
gonna
of games.
get injured and miss.
You did. You might have called that. I can't remember that far back. But either way, he's looking disgusting. That goal against Arizona, little
Yeah.
backhand toe drag rip, that one timer against the Ducks, nuts. Also,
His passing.
yeah, gross. But we got to talk about these referees breaking up these goalie fights here. Why are they breaking up goalie fights? This has
don't know.
been the second one this week. Like they broke up. I think it was Swayman against someone else in a Boston game. They broke up, and then they broke up.
Yeah, but I think
Mrazek
Swain went
Gibson.
after a player though. I don't think it was another goalie.
Well, that I can understand. But seriously, like
I don't know why.
give
they
the
do.
fans what they want. Let the goalies fight. You know, Scriv. I know you agree with me here. You
Oh,
gotta agree with me.
100%.
Is there a reason why they break it up?
I think
Like,
it's just to protect the goalies.
what do you?
Boring.
Yeah, literally. Like,
What a response.
Because if they get in the
Fuck.
fight and a goalie gets injured, then like that team goes down a goalie and.
Oh, there's
just-
a reason you have a fucking backup. That's why we got Cole.
Yeah.
He's fucking way better than you.
well, Cole gets in the fight, by the way, so that's. That,
Oh, so Scriv's the backup, I guess. That makes more sense.
We
It all adds
can't
up.
roast him every pod, man. His confidence is gonna be down.
What a
for
fuck.
I have no confidence in you guys.
You gotta mark it down.
What'd you say?
What'd you
You
say?
gotta mark it down.
What'd you say?
Anyways, we'll move on to something I want to do to Joel. But
Oh, God.
and this is regards. We talked about him last week, Matt Rempe.
Wait, why is this in regards to me?
Because I want to elbow you in the head, like you did to Siegenthaler here. You have to admit,
Dirty.
He's done a great job towing the line, finding the line, and to his credit, you know, staying just under it. This hit, however,
Way
not-
over line. Way over line.
Not
He's
uh,
even on the line.
Clean, eh, Scriv? Clean.
That's
not
okay.
okay.
not clean.
If,
He's taking the
oh,
Doesn't
clean.
even
wait till
matter
I
if
record.
Cousins did it. It's not clean.
If this was
You
Nick
take it
Cousins,
inside,
you'd be like,
sure.
he was
No,
clean.
he lifted his elbow into the guy's head. There's
Well,
no
the guy put his head down
Oh
towards
my
it.
god.
But here we go. We'll watch the clip here and let me know. It's pretty easy what you guys think. He got 4-game suspension for this on Siegenthaler.
It's just his stride, though. Like,
No, shut up.
It's pretty clean.
Shut up. But
He's
Hey,
fucking
Buddy pulled
acting,
back.
too.
Buddy didn't pull back. It went right in the shoulder.
it's
That is
Yeah.
true though. If he didn't stop, he would have just gone
no.
to the shoulder.
You can't really
like
defend
he's
that.
fine
No, he
after that
can't.
hit. He just overreacts.
How many games did he get? 4?
4-game
Four.
suspension for that.
That's a little much.
You think?
No, I'm kidding.
No.
I was gonna say because
Well, he is a first-time offender.
I think
so
the
would've
game
thought
was
2,
enough,
3.
honestly, kicking him out.
but in all seriousness,
I thought it was fucked though that he waved to McDermott by.
That was
He got
hilarious.
kicked
I
out.
thought
That was
I thought
hilarious.
He
that was
got kicked
iconic.
out. Most of the time, it's the other guy
know.
waving to the
I
guy
don't
who
care,
got
but it was
kicked out.
hilarious.
I know, but I think that's funny because like McDermott was like chirping him all game, like wanting a piece, and then he just nailed this player and said bye bye. Like, look what I did. But obviously that
Stir that
hit
pot.
can't happen. Did you see what McDermott said after the game?
Hey,
was
if he lost
Yeah.
respect.
that there was a code that he has to answer. Would you agree with that?
100%.
Like he should have answered the
It's a
bell.
dirty hit.
I'm
Buddy's been fighting every game all day. Like, why wouldn't he take that one?
Yeah,
That was
but
McDermott.
McDermott wanted to fight before the hit, obviously.
Yeah,
I'd be
but-
surprised. if
And then
he
when
got
the hit
jumped.
happened, the
went
ref
after him.
pulled him away.
That's what I'm saying,
so
but
he
Rempe shouldn't have to fight unless it's something like that. Then he should always have to fight.
Well, he probably got jumped in the streets of New York anyway. So.
McDermott.
No,
I
New
think
York loves
Rempe.
him, fuck.
yeah, New York loves him.
No, I'm saying of New Jersey, like
Oh,
No.
because it's pretty close by.
Same
so.
difference. But
not a Geo podcast.
I think
here,
the
guys.
problem, yeah, again, not a math podcast, apparently not a geography podcast either. But I think the thing is like I think Rempe, Laviolette must have sat him down and be like, "Okay, like you can't fight every game. Like we don't want that." So I feel like
No, I feel like it's more like this shit. He's gonna sit him down and be like, you can't, like, you're not a good enough player to be in this league. We keep you up here for the energy. If you keep
Exactly.
getting kicked out like that and causing us 5-minute penalties, like, you're gonna be
yeah.
gone.
Did you watch Spit and Chicklets before you came here?
I did.
Just sounds like a lot of the
But
words
I
they
w-
said.
But I would agree though. Would you not
Well, I
agree?
listened to it at
I know.
work.
But like, would you not agree with that? I don't know who said that. Was that
Wait, I
was
think.
that Witt that
think
said that?
it
I
was-
think that
Wet or
yeah.
Biss, one of them.
that's 100% agreeable. But I feel like someone has said something to him like, you can't fight. So I feel like when people come up to him and be like, you want it? He'd be like, yeah,
What?
I'd love to fight you, but I can't or I'll get in shit.
No,
No.
I don't think they'll ever stop him from fighting because fighting doesn't affect anything, right? Like, he just sits in the box. and it
I
might
think
bring the team
he
energy,
has.
right?
He doesn't really have. He doesn't have a leash on him yet.
I
Unlike
don't think so. But he will after
some of the
that.
boys.
After that hit, they'll be like, "Hey, you need to stop doing dirty hits here."
Well, that's his first really dirty.
Did you s-
all his hits have been controversial.
Did you
He's been towing the line.
Did you see the goal he almost had too? That took the
Oh.
craziest bounce over the line. Did
Yeah.
any of you guys see that?
What?
You didn't see it? Okay, I'll pull it up for here. But Rempe almost had a goal, and it took the craziest.
Well, didn't he score in his first game or something? A
Second.
game-winning goal? And
Yeah,
No,
but this one would have been like his real first
yeah,
one.
this
real
this was
first
an
one?
actual shot. So we actually he did something on this one, but just the craziest post-to-post bounce I've ever seen. It was against the St. Louis Blues on Jordan Binnington, which
Swiss cheese.
you always like to see Binnington get scored on because I fucking hate that.
why? I love the way
But-
Bennington plays.
But
Of course
yeah,
you
you
would.
would. You would.
You would.
But watch this shot here and how it did not go in. Off one post, off the other,
What the
and then
fuck?
walks the
like,
line.
how does it go behind?
That
and
is
then back?
crazy.
Yeah, this was like,
I would have been
I
so
thought the only
pissed.
shot Scriff would save, eh?
and you can't even be
Fuck
like
yeah.
that angle. It kind of looks like it's in, but from the overhead,
Why is he not going for it?
because he thinks he scored. Like, well, he doesn't
Like, it
know.
looks
But
in.
Yeah, if he would have went for it, he would have scored.
look at that.
look.
It's not.
It's close.
It's,
But how did it twist off? That's what I
that's
don't
what
get.
I mean.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
just crazy.
I need some of that luck whenever I play with you guys.
For Red Bay. Another thing that happened this week in regards to goalies was Minnesota pulling theirs in overtime. Now, I wanted
Holy
to get you guys'
fuck.
thoughts on this because
That rule.
I didn't
that
know
was-
Yeah,
that.
no, I don't think anybody knew.
I
No
did
one
not
did.
know that if you pulled your goalie in overtime and they score, that you don't get the
Well, I read
points.
that. I was fucking confused what they were talking about.
I was like, how is
I think it's smart though. Minnesota's fighting for a playoff spot, and they need every point they can get.
that's what I mean. And they're fighting with
And it was
Nashville,
Nashville,
so
yeah.
I do rate it. But what are your thoughts? That's just like
That's
an insane
ballsy.
call.
That's
dude,
ballsy.
he's got huge fucking balls.
I
that
mean,
coach.
he's one.
They are
He's an
fucking-
interim head coach, isn't he?
You can definitely see them through the pants. I'll
Hines?
tell
I
you
don't
that.
think so.
Like
I'm
they're.
pretty sure
I
he
think
got
it's Hines.
fired. No, the guy before got fired, and then they brought this guy in.
I
Their coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
he
pretty
is.
sure
He's
he's
interim.
interim right now.
Hmm?
I think he's interim head coach, right? John Hines.
We're
did
not
they hi-
a
or
we're
did
not
they
an
hire
interim
him?
head coach pod. Okay, I'll just say it. I'll just say
I'm
it.
just not sure if they hired.
We're
him
not
or
a
if he just-
Minnesota
No.
Wild pod.
No, they did hire him.
Oh, they did hire him.
They did hire him.
But do you rate a move like that? Do you? I know that it worked, but like if it didn't,
If it took their point away, I think it's very smart.
yeah.
But I don't know.
Wait, so they only got one?
No, they got two.
They got
scored.
two.
They
But
won.
if Nashville would have scored on the empty net,
They
they would
would've
have
got
got
nothing.
zero.
Lost it.
They wouldn't
Yeah.
got the loser point.
Okay, that makes sense.
But it's
Yeah,
like,
it's a good rule, but like
But
you
they
gotta
took-
have some fucking
yeah,
big
if they
balls.
Took, yeah, if they took Nashville's point, it would make sense because then Nashville would get nothing.
Yeah.
It makes sense
I
to
don't
do that move, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, walking away with the point still puts you
Yeah.
1 point closer to making the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Hey, 1 point could be a lot.
That's what I mean. So,
Yeah, but 2 points could be a fucking
but-
lot more.
realistically though, like
If
if
you
Bully
lose
didn't
2
score off that
points-
slap shot, they probably would have iced it and maybe scored.
Yeah, but think about it. It didn't happen, so they
But
got
it
the 2
could've.
points.
There.
He just something I never seen before, and something you.
No, I
learn
think that's the
every day,
first time
and
it's ever happened.
Very risky.
You didn't get you don't get the 2 points, which is
It is very
kind
risky.
of nuts. But you do have to rate it like that's a good call.
Yeah.
And but
It's
I'm
sick they
I'm
pulled it off.
surprised
Yeah, they
Fleury
didn't pull
just
it
didn't
off, though.
take a
Then he
stick.
would look like an idiot.
I just wonder though, like if they didn't pull that off, like you said, what would the reaction
Oh, they would have
be?
lost their shit.
Dude, he's getting like I don't even know what to say. Like
Especially because they lose
the
the
fans
points.
would be.
You look like a genius if it
Livid.
works, eh? And if it
Yeah.
doesn't, you look like a fucking idiot.
Like
so.
if you had a power play and you did that, I would understand that more.
Yeah.
Like a 5-on-3.
yeah.
But I don't know. I think 4-on-3 in the middle of a rush is kind of risky. too.
Yeah.
Like if there's like
There's
15
not that
seconds
many
left or
upsides.
something and you had an offensive zone,
Yeah.
maybe do it.
Yeah.
Get
Well,
a 4-on-3
This
for
is the
15
middle of the
seconds.
game too.
No,
The middle of
it's
the
OT.
period.
OT.
Yeah,
It's
middle of
middle of
OT.
OT.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I
there's
mean.
like a
Missed that.
minute and a half.
There's
I think
two,
there's-
2.5, I think.
I think it was closer to 2.
I think it was just a minute.
I thought it
But
was like
still,
4
that's
minutes.
still a
left.
shit
Doesn't
ton of
matter.
time.
Like it's still
Mhm.
yeah. Even if they go down, you take the icing, you go back up. This next clip is in regards to one of my favorite coaches of all time, Mr. John Tortorella.
Big
$50,000 fine
Right.
and
He
a
doesn't have to pay it though. He doesn't have to pay it.
and a
Philly's paying it?
two-game
CEO's
Why?
paying it.
He said he would.
and a 2-game suspension. Now, this is 10 minutes into the first period. I don't know what he said, but I love this from fucking Tord saying, I'm not fucking leaving.
Any predictions on how he broke his hand or wrist?
Probably punched
Punching a
someone.
wall.
You pulled the Randy.
But this is just straight nails from Torts. But I want to know what happened because how are you kicking a coach out 10 minutes into the first fucking period? Like I totally
He's
sympathize.
arguing a
You know,
penalty.
you know what I heard though that they need to start doing? Refs doing
Like post game,
yeah, post game media. That'd be awesome.
That'd be
You know,
horrible.
his
People would watch that just to hear that shit. But like, what did he do that like
Honestly,
warrants that? Right? Like most coaches say you're a fucking idiot sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't think that warrants you getting ejected like 10 minutes into the first period. Like I totally understand. There's been times in my life where I think John Tortorella is a fucking idiot. Like remember that one time line brawl that he tried to storm Calgary's room?
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Or-
that was great.
yeah, or was
he
it
was,
Van-
he was with Vancouver.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Vancouver. I'm like
and he went to Calgary's side.
that you can't defend. But this I totally understand. Like why are you getting kicked out 10 minutes into the fucking game because you're yelling? You know that's a
Oh,
shit
without
call
for
or you're a
nothing,
fucking
though.
idiot.
Maybe it's something about the
Philadelphia's-
ref's wife. You don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure towards did
West
that.
Macaulay.
He pulled a Corey Perry.
Oh fuck.
His
Probably got a
mom.
little more respect than that. But fellas, where would you put Torts on the all-time coaches?
Oh,
list?
top 10 just because.
Top 3, dude. What are you saying?
Like for
five,
moments,
Put
for
him ahead of Scotty Bowman.
Why not?
What do you mean? Why not? He's the
Why
winningest
not?
coach of all time.
for moments,
Same
for
with,
like
Paul
iconic
Maurice,
moments.
second all time. Like it's hard to put him ahead of those guys.
Paul Maurice, second all time.
He's second all time in wins. I'm not saying he's a second.
I think
all-time
Torts for
coach.
moments, iconic, memorable moments.
Torts is number
Torts
one.
is number one.
Has
but-
he ever won a cup?
Him
though?
and Roy.
Yeah, with Tampa Bay, 04.
Oh.
I believe.
Yep.
I think so. Yeah, but I think Torts is up there all time. Up there all time.
Yeah, I think he's top 10 all time.
Where'd you put him, T?
Yeah, he's up there.
Shaner?
Love him.
Top 5.
They go top 5 too.
Okay. Well, we'll move on to the next segment, and we're going to be ranking NHL trade deadline. So
Give
I
me
have
Florida,
Oh.
baby. Give me Florida.
every
Dude,
team
if
here.
you put Florida above top 3,
They are going 100% top 3.
well, I'll run you through.
They got depth. They got a
ride the
top
dick
six
even
forward.
more.
We'll
Holy
wait.
fuck.
We'll wait till we get there, fellas. We got to start with Anaheim first. But
Oh, we're going through every team.
every team.
Holy.
So our tiers are Deadline King, W.
Oh, Sharks.
I mean, it's all right. Somehow got worse, and then just pure dog shit.
Wait, so are we only putting one in the top then?
I think we have to.
There's
'Cause it
only
says
There's
King.
only one.
There's one
It
king.
says
Can
King.
can we add another one or no?
What do you want?
No.
Between deadline king and then win,
Yeah. What do you want?
we'll just like I don't know what
No.
we can name it.
No. No.
Fuck that.
But no.
No.
Because
But
it's a
there's-
W's a W.
Everyone's gonna be in a W. You know what I mean?
Well, the only one that we could really give King is the Vegas Golden Knights.
That's what I mean.
Well, fuck.
We'll
Way to
get there
spoil
when
it.
we get
Way
there.
to spoil
Oh,
it. Now they don't even have to watch. Fuck. But we'll start.
We'll
We'll start
bleep
with
it
the,
out.
We'll start with the Anaheim Ducks. So the move they made,
you don't.
Henrik and Carrick for a first, and then a bunch of other no-name moves. I mean, they got Ben Myers and Jan Misick. Labushkin also gone for a third. This is a team obviously tanking, fellas. The returns they got, I mean, they got a third, a first, a couple other pieces. Gave up Henrik and Carrick. Where would you put the Anaheim Ducks?
I mean, it's
I think,
alright.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, it's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah.
They did what they had to do.
I mean,
They got a first.
They
with
got a
nothing.
first for
With
Henrik
nothing.
and
The Sharks.
what?
Why didn't we start with the Sharks?
Because we're
Because
going
we're
Because
going
we're in
alphabetical-
alphabetical, you fucking idiot.
Well, we could just go this
shit.
way.
Holy fuck.
Bro,
I'm
like-
not even going to listen to what you have to say then. We'll put Ducks, and I mean, it's all right, because I think you're right. They did get a good return. Next up, Arizona Coyotes. Dumba to the Lightning for a fifth. Zucker for a sixth. Stetcher and a seventh for a fourth. And we won't even talk about the Jersey trade because that was awful and not even near the deadline. But, fellas, the Arizona Coyotes. Dumping.
Shit.
Somehow got
Dumping.
worse.
Somehow
No,
got
For
worse.
them, that's a good trade.
No.
Good
They
trade
got
down there.
nothing.
They got
for,
fuck all. They got a fifth for Dumba. They gave up Dumba
Oh,
and
yeah,
a seventh
true.
for
They
fifth.
gave up
They
two
got a
Dumba
sixth.
sucks.
They gave up 2 sevens.
Dude,
and
Dumba
two-
gave them an upgrade of 2 rounds.
Dumba sucks.
That is fucked.
Literally. They gave Zucker away for a sixth. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I think it's
okay.
the lowest rank. They got nothing and didn't do anything.
And then I mean they got a fourth for Stetcher and a seventh. Like that's all right, but
I wouldn't go dog shit, but somehow got worse for sure.
Actually, how did they get more for Stetcher than Dumba? That's the real question.
somehow
Dumba sucks.
But Dumba's better
See,
than
Dumba's
Stetcher.
hit on Bedard.
I would have I think the Oilers would have took Dumba.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thoughts?
but with what cap space?
Retain. Everyone's retaining. This whole
They
trade.
they're in the
This was
negatives
Toronto-
without
Toronto
retaining.
could've.
This is the retaining.
Or with
deadline.
retaining. I think
Arizona
dog shit.
Coyotes.
Dog shit.
Dog shit.
No,
No,
somehow
got
get worse.
worse.
There's a lot
'Cause
worse
they-
deadlines.
But they didn't get anything though.
Mid.
Yeah,
They
but
got nothing.
look
They got
at their
fourth,
team.
a
They don't
fifth, and a
need- oh my
four-
God.
and a
Do you
I hate
know-
to break it to you, Ottawa did a lot worse than that.
We'll move
And
on
first
to
of all,
the
teams don't always trade for players, buddy.
Boston
Yeah, but they didn't even
Bruins.
get picks for decent players.
So they got Pat Maroon for a conditional
I love this
6
trade.
and
What a
Luke
trade.
Toporowski.
I love that
So, what a
trade.
trade.
This Andrew Peak guy, who I don't think has played in the show,
He hasn't, I don't
getting
think.
paid $2.5 million for Zaboral and a third, which seems like
AKA
a lot.
First round pick right there.
Zaboral, yeah,
Yeah.
in that shit draft they
Yeah.
had,
Yeah,
which
3 in a row.
seems like a lot. So Peak and Maroon gave up a third, Zaboral 6, and then Tropo
What a trade.
whatever.
Wait, they only
Uh,
made 2 trades.
What
Yeah.
a trade.
Fellas, I think the Bruins needed to do more, which is the first thing.
Well,
Um,
Allmark
The thing is,
wanna
they didn't
leave.
get worse, but they didn't get better.
They had a trade for Allmark, it just didn't. He didn't
wanna
approve
go.
it. Yeah.
But
Geography
that's all right, I
issues.
guess.
So
Yeah, I mean, it's
I,
alright.
I think
It's
all
all
right.
right.
I think they should. They definitely didn't get worse,
No.
but I think they should have done more. Like you needed a first line center. That's what you
They need
needed.
even a second line center.
Even-
They
I mean,
needed,
yeah.
they needed a
a
center.
center.
Maroon can play anywhere.
But I guess we'll put Boston in. I mean, it's all right. Buffalo Sabres.
Oh yeah.
They-
Good trade.
So middle stat for Byram, which we talked about last pod. That's interesting. I mean, it's already looked pretty good for Buffalo. He's got a couple nips already. Kyle Okposo to Florida, which somebody called that
I called
Okposo was
that.
getting traded
I
last
called
pod,
that,
and I said you're nuts. They're not trading their captain. For
and I backed it.
Callie Stajlin and
Some
a,
prospect
and
that's
a
doing
7th.
nothing.
and then Eric Johnson. They traded
What's the
Eric
condition?
Johnson for a 4th.
What's
Doesn't
the
matter. It's
condition?
a fucking 7th. Probably if they
For
make
the
the cup
7th.
final.
Or you don't know.
It's probably a 6 if they make it to the final.
Fellas,
How do you not know what? Your
What do you
condition
think
is?
about
'Cause it's
Buffalo's
7 I don't care about 6 or
Buffalo's
7.
deadline?
I think it's a dub.
I think they
It's a
got, well, they
dub.
got worse.
it's a dub.
It's a dub.
How'd they
It's a
get
dub.
worse? Opposo sucks.
How's it?
They got Bo and Byron.
Bro,
They gave up,
Oh,
they
they
gave up
got-
their best center.
They
okay,
yeah, they gave
they're
up a
not
second
making.
line.
Oh my god, they're not making playoffs.
Yeah,
so
but you also got to think of the picks that they need. Like they're not making playoffs.
Johnson,
They're kind of
Eric
rebuilding.
Johnson
You
for a
need picks.
4th. Eric Johnson for a 4th, I think, is a good return.
that's a good
Yeah,
return.
that's a good return. But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oposo
You
is
got-
washed.
Bo and Byram.
Who knows about Stajlin for 7th? You gave up your highest
They-
point getter for
Now they have no
Byram.
center.
But their defense is locked down for the next, 8 years?
Yeah,
And they
that's
have
definitely-
so
They
many
could
good,
re-sign
they have
him,
so
though.
many good
I
prospects.
mean, it's all right. Is 100% where they're going.
Do you
There's
think so?
no way
Yeah.
they got worse.
No, I don't think it's a dub though.
No,
You
not a
solidified
dub.
your decor,
just
though,
saying it's a
for
good trade.
a long
Congrats!
time.
You have 4 guys who are competing for $8 million contracts. Good luck affording.
Well,
all
2 of them already have one.
Okay, if the Leafs
Exactly.
made it work, they can make it work.
Leafs don't
Calgary
have that on
Flames.
defense, though.
So it starts off. We'll start off with the Lindholm one, because I was close enough to the deadline. Lindholm for Kuzmenko, Brusewitz, Yermo, 1st and a 4th. We already
That is
talked about
just
that. Tanev for Gershkinov, a 2nd and a 3rd. Hanifin, this happened right after we left, for Miramonov, a conditional 1st and a conditional 3rd, which, wow. And then Okotuk for a 5th.
Wait, can I just say though, I did call Hannafin 1st, 3rd in that prospect.
Yeah, okay.
Just want to say that.
It wasn't on the pod though, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Oh, was it?
100%.
False accusations. False
Maybe not.
accusations.
Might not have
Fellas,
been.
Calgary's blowing it up. What do we think about their
honestly,
trade?
that's a
It's a
deadline?
dub.
I'm going to dub.
That's
Dub?
a dub.
They
Yeah.
got 2 first.
They're
dub.
so like.
2/3.
Look what they got for fucking Lindholm.
a
You
few
guys got
prospects
rinsed.
and A
That's a
decent
dub.
Kuzmenko.
One
I
of
think
the
it's a
best
dub.
D-mens in the O.
That might be a little controversial. I see online that people are thinking they didn't get enough for Hanifin. They think,
Oh, for Hannafin.
I just don't know
Yeah,
what the
but Hanifin
conditions
wouldn't
are. Are those?
resign,
Yeah.
so like,
and I think conditions.
That's what I mean.
I think they probably are favorable, but when you see a conditional 1st, it doesn't
Yeah, it's
hit
not
as
the
well
same.
as a 1st. But we'll put him in
but I think it's
W.
just top 10 protector or something like that. I don't think it's like a big condition.
Or is it like next year you get one if this happens?
We'll put it in
Yeah,
W.
Somehow they're like that.
Let us know what you
sometimes.
think about that one, because I know some Flame fans were interested. Next up, Carolina Hurricanes. They made some moves.
Can we just say dub already?
Well, Kuznetsov for a 3rd with 50% retained. Gensel and Ty Smith.
Which
for
is crazy because he has like 2 years left.
Gensel
Kuzmenko.
and Ty Smith for Bunting, Kovinen, Pomorov, Cruz, Lucius, a conditional first and a conditional fifth with 25% of Gensel retained. This could be deadline king.
No, it's a dub. It's not the
think
case.
it's
That's why I
alright.
think we need
I think
another
it's
column.
alright.
You think it's all right? They
Like
got
you-
Kuznetsov for a third, 50%
They
retained,
gave up-
and Gensel.
Yeah, but what was the other pick in the Gensel trade? A third?
A first and a fifth.
So
Conditional.
they got a first, a third, and a fifth. They gave up a first, a third, and a fifth for a guy who's making,
Well, they gave up a third, but sure.
or whatever it is.
Well,
Yeah, they gave up a third.
well
That's
for
what I said.
Kuznetsov,
Yeah.
but not for Gensel.
No, I
It's a
know.
dub.
And they also gave up Bunting, so I don't
Bunting's dog schmeat.
Yeah, but
You're
he-
exchanging
he's
Bunting with
still, like-
Jake Gensel. That is an upgrade, bro.
It is
You
an
can't
upgrade.
tell me Bunting.
I think they gave up a lot for two guys who, like Getzel, I think will do good, but I don't know if third for Kuzi is really worth it.
What?
with
You're
50%
crazy.
retained.
Bro.
But he just came out of being addicted to cocaine.
And
So we can turn
Oh,
it
but
around.
Spencer Knight's
And he's
fine.
also like, he has OCD, not cocaine.
Yeah, cleaning up
making-
the table.
What's
Either
his
way,
contract?
either way,
7 mil.
I
for
think-
2
I think
years?
it's all right.
Okay,
That's
that's a
50%.
50.
It's a dub.
Yeah, but he's still paying them $4 million for a fucking
3 point something.
we'll put him in dub. We'll put him in high.
And you
dub.
made Washington pay the
I
other
know.
half of it.
Next up,
I know.
Chicago
And they only took a 3.
Blackhawks. We got a lot of teams to get through here. Okay, Blackhawks fifth for Bavillier, Pitlick for seventh.
That guy's a suitcase.
That's about it. I think this one's easy. Somehow got worse. I'm not gonna miss any of these guys.
I don't know if you. I don't think you could get worse. Though.
Well, we did because we traded Bavillier, who was like pretty at least decent.
The only good
There's
player.
another
Literally-
kid way worse.
They're an eight.
Colorado Avalanche. They got a fifth for Ben Myers. I love this trade right here. Jamie Hansel and a third for Trennan and Graham Sward. Shout out
Trennan.
Johnny. Shout out Johnny.
Brennan.
Trennan.
A third for Duhaime, though, was a
Duhaime
lot.
for a third.
That's a lot.
Could be a lot. And then Middlestat, Byram. And then Walker and a fifth they got for Johansson and a conditional first, as well as a seventh for McDermott
That's a
and a
dub.
fifth for Fratar.
That's a
Fellas,
dub.
I love this Trennan trade. I think honestly could be one of the underrated ones. Duhaime, I know third is a lot for Duhaime, but he is like.
Like a,
And the
if
Walker
a fourth
trade?
or a fifth, I think would have been a fair trade.
But
Dub.
I think it's
Throw it
dub.
up there. Dub.
Dub. Next up, we got the Columbus Blue
Do they
Jackets.
do anything?
Roslovic for a fourth, Peaks for Zaboral and a third, Subban for future considerations. Nylander from Bemstrom looks pretty good because Nylander got a hat trick. This one, I
Dog
think,
shit.
dog shit.
No,
Dog
somehow
shit.
got worse.
Somehow.
No,
That's
that's pretty dog shit.
They did nothing.
Roslovic for a conditional fourth.
Yeah, but they got
I
Nylander.
mean, I guess they got a third for Peak. Yeah, but Nylander's poo.
Yeah, but,
But
they
you
also
just
got
said he got a
picks.
hat trick.
They also got picks.
But they didn't. I don't think they got worse though. Like they're still
They're
shit.
shit. I think that's
I
dog
Even
shit.
Chicago's in dog shit.
No.
But we
Chicago
somehow
also
got
didn't-
worse. You couldn't think we could have got worse.
Columbus
And then we gave up
is ahead of you.
Yeah, now they're dog shit. Now they're just as dog shit. Because Chicago was already so bad,
but
you,
like,
you couldn't think we got worse, and then we
gotta think
did.
Of the trades here, right? Like the trades.
Who votes somehow got
They didn't
worse?
get rid of any good players.
Just-
They didn't do anything.
There.
Okay, well,
Three,
somehow got
three,
worse.
3-2.
Moving on.
Moving right
What? Are we
along.
only putting
Dallas
Canada's
Stars.
Holy fuck.
Tanev
dog shit?
trade, and that's really about it.
That's
I mean,
it. That's it.
what do we think? Chris Tanev trade for the Stars? Dub.
That's
I
a
think
dub.
Dub.
It has to be a dub. Really.
They made
enough
one
said.
move, but the one move is a dub.
Yeah, we gave our thoughts on that last week. Of course, Detroit Red Wings, Klim Klostin for Simic and a seventh. Jeff
I
Petrie,
mean,
that
alright.
was in
We
August.
just throw it up there. Nothing special.
That's just like
That's
all
I think
right.
that's kind of dog
I
Yeah.
think
shit.
they got worse.
They didn't get worse, but I think that's
yeah, you
that's
could
dog
almost
shit.
throw it dog shit.
because they should have done more. I think they should have been aggressive.
Especially with the
true.
state they're in right
But
now.
Stevie Y's got his plan.
Well, it's not working too well right now. I'll tell
I
you
think-
that.
Hey, they're doing better than Ottawa,
I-
so
I think we
Well,
put,
Ottawa's not fucking dropping gloves in practice.
hey,
not
St.
yet.
Louis did
I-
it.
Gets
they
the boys
could have.
smart, though.
They could have. But I think we put a dog shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
All right.
Dog shit for
Whatever.
Detroit, just like their last 10 games. Moving up, Edmonton Oilers. Stetcher for a fourth, and they got a seventh return. Henrique Carrick and a seventh. That's their two moves they made.
Meh. Meh.
I like it.
I think it's all right.
Stetcher's
Yeah.
all right. Henrique, I think, is a good
I
pickup.
mean, it's all right.
I think it's all right.
It's all right.
it's all right.
They
Oh.
needed D and they didn't get it.
I mean,
Yeah, they didn't get a good enough one, I think. I think Stetcher could.
Oh,
I don't even want to click this
Here's
next
the
one.
Kings right here.
Florida
Dog shit,
Panthers.
dog
The
shit,
Kings,
dog
bro.
shit.
Kings.
Hellberg for
Yeah, that's
Waiver
a
and a
nothing.
seventh?
That's a nothing thing.
Well,
Okposo
it still counts
for,
for your trade deadline. I hate
for
to bring it to
Stalin
you.
I don't
and a
count that.
seventh. A fourth, a conditional fourth, and a third for Tarasenko. Fellas, what do we think about this
Duque-
deadline?
Duque-
But you let
I
Duclair
mean, it's
go.
alright. I personally
In the
think
summer.
I personally think
Huh?
King, but
Mid-season.
I think Dub.
Fellas,
Oh, I was
hey,
sick before
hey,
this.
Joel.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm not putting a dub. I'll tell you that.
Hey, we were talking before the
It was
pod about
dub.
side combos.
It's
Yeah, because
dumb.
I was
Come on.
just telling Shane that Duclair went to San Jose and now he's in
Yeah.
Tampa.
Why does Duclair matter about the Florida?
Because like,
Because he
imagine
thought it
if
was
they
part
had
of it.
Duclair still.
Imagine if it was Duclair to Tampa. Is what I thought that was going through his head. I want this to clarify.
I think it's a
that.
dub though.
It's a dub.
Fellas, I think
Dub.
it is a dub. I mean, he gave up
It's a
fuck
dub.
all for Tarasenko.
Rinsed them.
Sadly. Next up, Los Angeles Kings. They did absolutely fucking nothing.
Dog shit.
I would almost put them in somehow got worse because they did
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
fucking
I
nothing.
think it's dog shit. They didn't make a trade.
That's
Well,
Move Dubois. I like
Move
Dubois. Fuck it.
Move Dubois. They almost got Allmark
Dog
though.
shit
Almost
trade
got
deadline.
Allmark.
Minnesota Wild. They sent Dewar to the Leafs for a fourth and
somehow got worse.
Ovechkinov, Patan for Elson, Maroon for a sixth, and Trapusky Duhaime for a third.
Somehow.
Somehow got worse when they're in the playoff race, so
Yeah.
it could almost be dog shit.
Yeah, because I think I said this before, they have to make up their mind. Are they tanking or are they contending? And I think this shows they're
None.
sucking.
They still don't know.
So
They're still
somehow
undecided.
somehow got worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow got that's pretty. That should be the wild category.
Oh boy.
Canadians.
Mhm.
They traded Allen for a third, Dudrino for Ligari.
Can I preach?
I mean
Perot
Perot
for
for
Misak.
Misak.
I mean, they didn't really.
And
need
I
to
guess
make
we
moves.
can count the Monahan trade in
It's
if
in
we want.
February. You can't count that one.
Well,
February was like
we counted
last
the
month,
Lindholm.
not
Yeah,
long
we
ago.
counted the Lindholm.
We
Talk
counted the
about
Lindholm.
deadline though.
So
no?
Monahan for a first and a third. We'll count that one in because they did fuck all otherwise. What do you guys think about the?
They did what they had to do.
I guess it's all right.
I
Yeah.
kind of think it was like
They didn't really have much trade
yeah,
value.
they're already
anyway.
shit.
They
So I
had
mean, I
nothing.
get you got a first for Monahan. I guess that's all right. A third for was it a third for Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A third for
Yeah,
Allen.
that's pretty
Conditional, though.
solid.
But I mean, fuck it. Nashville Predators. Wade Allison for Gurionov. Zucker. They got Zucker back for a sixth, which is pretty good. Hansel and a third for Trennan and Sward. A fifth for Belvillier. Seventh in June. But I mean, they got some good depth. They didn't really give up much other than Trennan.
I mean, it's
Which I
alright.
don't know why they would do that if they're trying to fight for a playoff spot personally, but
Maybe
I think it's
Hansel.
all right.
They like Hansel.
I think it's all right.
I mean,
Hands
it's-
on or hands all?
Hands all.
Sorry.
I mean, it's all right for the Nashville Predators. New Jersey Devils. Dudreau for Lagar. Kakinen for
I don't know why
Vanacek
you
in a
pick up two
seventh.
goalies, but
Miller for a fourth. I mean, that's pretty impressive. They got a fourth for Colin Miller. Jake Allen for a third.
Oh, they
and
got
then
two goalies.
Toffoli
yeah, two fucking.
Nobody.
gave away Toffoli to the Jets for a third and a second.
That's
Which
so
is-
ass.
And the McDermott.
They somehow
That's
got
pretty
worse.
good.
Yeah,
It's alright.
I kind of think somehow got worse.
Yeah, somehow got
Yeah.
worse.
Already a shit season. I mean, yeah, I guess played with
All right,
injuries,
the
but
best team in the show. Let's go.
somehow got worse. The New York Islanders got a Bertuzzo for 7th in December 8th, so they did fuck all of this trade deadline. What do
Dog
we think?
shit. Dog shit.
Dog shit.
Yeah.
You did nothing. Your last trade was in December.
Thanks, Lou.
Yeah, you guys did fuck all.
He's
I
so-
would. Fuck. That was kind of brutal. New York Rangers. Roslovic for a fourth. Patan for Elson.
Shit ton of depth.
Waddell for a fourth.
Ruido.
Wenberg
I like that one.
for a second and a fourth.
It's all right.
Fellas, what do we think?
I think it's all right.
I think they
Yeah.
definitely didn't get
Oh, they
worse.
got Roslovic. I forgot.
They got Roslovic
That's
and
just kind of
Wenberg.
depth.
I would put
maybe
this
a
is
dub. I think it might be a dub.
That's
Maybe
I mean,
depth.
Wenberg, great centerman for them. Roslovic didn't really work in Columbus, but a good little player when he's on his games.
Little player. What is he, a
He's a good
fucking
little
child?
player.
He's not a big player. I'll tell you
Womp
that.
womp.
A little player.
Womp.
Oh,
Speaking
no.
about little things, the Ottawa Senators point
Dog
total.
shit.
You gave up, yeah.
Dog shit.
If we look at the trade below, it's the DeBrincat one, also a shit trade.
Yeah. Dog shit.
Dog shit.
Dog shit.
We can move on.
Sens are poo-poo. Philadelphia Flyers. Got Johnson for a 4th. Allison Gurionov, which is pretty fair, I'd say. The Walker trade, they got a first for Walker. And then we could count in the Drysdale for Gauthier trade if we want, but
They somehow
that's
got
too
worse.
far back.
Somehow got worse.
Again, they're kind of like they're like exactly like Minnesota actually.
Yeah.
You know, the same thing applies to them. Moving on to the Pittsburgh Penguins. This one's pretty fucking easy to say.
We know
I
where
think.
they're going.
Basically the Gensel trade, the big one. Everything else was just little things.
Well, even the new
Like
Dog shit.
dog shit.
Yeah.
What is going on with the Pens? What is going on with the Pens?
Fucking,
Seriously.
you're bringing what's his name again? What's the
Dubas.
general? Yeah,
Dubas.
Dubas and Spezza just aren't doing it down there.
No, I don't know what they're doing.
And you got Gino and Letang on those long contracts. Like, fuck, you guys
No,
better.
not long. They're just
And
expensive.
Carlson.
They're like 2-year, fucking $8 million a year.
This one goes out to Liam Hill, the San Jose Sharks. I know he is not happy
I think.
with this.
Yeah.
They got Klim Kostin, and then they traded Hurdle. This is a huge trade. Traded Hurdle for a first and Enstrom. Oh,
Hurdle.
Wait,
and
I just don't want
three-
Hurdle
I don't-
2/3 for a first and Enstrom.
Yeah.
How does that?
No, they're dog shit.
Do you have some breaking news?
Yeah.
What is it?
Joe Flacco to the Colts.
Well, thank you.
You should
Thank you
wait
for
to
that.
segue. That would have been a
I
crazy
think it's a
segue.
dog
Thank you
shit
for
trade.
that. But I mean, this is probably the worst trade I've ever seen. How do you give up Hurdle, who's worth a first, and then 2/3
Two-third
for
round.
what? Edstrom? Really?
Hey,
Really?
He's gross.
Really? I'm not even gonna try and pronounce.
He's
that.
actually decent though.
You already pronounced
Tokyo,
it. Fuck.
or-
I know. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it again. Vanacek in a 7th, and
Only
then
if they
Devin
traded
Cooley.
Couture.
Cooley seems decent though.
What do we think about the
Dog
Sharks?
shit.
Little Duclair, we didn't bring him up.
Actually, that is right. Duclair
Yeah,
was there.
He
We
did
forgot
get
about him.
traded.
Where's the trade?
Where is the
I
trade?
don't know.
Oh,
they're
he's
not.
there it is.
Oh, they made a shit ton of
Oh,
trades.
Duclair, yeah, for Thompson and a 3rd. I mean, a 3rd for Duclair is not bad.
Yeah, that's decent. I think
Holy- oh,
it's
that's
still dog
50.
shit though.
Yeah. I think it's
They
still,
gave up
No,
way
they-
too
yeah,
much
it's
to get
100%
rid of
dog
her.
shit.
it still is
Dog
dog
shit.
shit. It still is dog shit. Seattle Kraken, they traded Wenberg for a 2nd and a 4th.
Somehow
Somehow got worse.
Yep. Enough said.
I was gonna say dog shit.
Well, they somehow got worse. Just not the same, it's safe to say. St. Louis Blues did fuck all. So that's dog shit.
Yeah. They traded
Future
Subban
kid, yeah, for
for.
nothing.
Tampa Bay Lightning, Matt Dumba for a 5th, and then they got Duclair as well. Fellas,
Dub.
really?
Big fat dub.
I think I guess they did bring in Dumba. I would have maybe tried to get
Dumba
a
and
better
Duclair.
defenseman. Like,
Yeah,
I think
but
if they
the
would have got
double
I
D.
Hanif
don't
in,
think they had cap space to bring somebody
Sure,
else in.
Sergachev's
Sergachev's
on.
cap isn't on LTIR.
That is true. But Hannafin wanted long term. I don't think they could
Yeah.
give it to him. Or
Du-
Vegas is
yeah.
good. I think giving it to him.
Well, I guess we'll put them in dub as well because they definitely didn't get worse. Interesting one here. The Toronto Maple Leafs picking up Dewar, gave up
Fuck
a
the
4th.
Leafs, dog shit.
Cade Weber for a 6th. Joel Edmondson for a 3rd and a 5th.
Also
and
called
then
that trade.
and then
Let's put it out there.
Labushkin. I think this.
No,
I
it's
mean,
All right.
I
here's
say
the
it's
thing.
dub.
They can't really do anything because
say
they don't
dub.
have cap space. So they're just picking up like little pieces here and there.
I think it's all right.
It's alright.
I mean, it's all
Dub.
right.
I'm gonna put it
Leafs.
in.
get better.
I'm gonna
Dub.
put it in. I mean, it's all right.
Yeah.
I don't think they got better.
They
Like
got their
Labushkin's
lockdown
injured,
D-man,
so
though.
like
Robert
they traded for nothing.
Bertuzzo.
Can we just
No,
look at our
Joel
spread
Oh,
at
Joel
spread
Edmondson.
right now?
Sorry, I get those
That's
mixed
a
up all the
lockdown
time.
D. Playoff experience.
I get those mixed up all the time. But Joel Edmondson,
That's
I mean,
that's
it's all right.
dub.
I mean,
Finn, look at our spread there, eh?
wow,
Looks good.
wow,
Looks
that is
balanced.
a good spread. I'm actually not.
And you were
gonna
so
lie.
worried about it. Duh.
Vancouver Canucks. Really, only thing to talk about is the Lindholm trade. Other than that, the deadline they did fuck all.
I think dog shit.
Fellas,
Somehow got worse.
no,
I don't think they got worse.
I mean,
think
it's all
dog- it was a
right.
dog shit trade deadline.
because they
Yeah,
didn't
but
move anyone else.
They
Exactly.
did their moves before.
One
they only
move.
made one move.
Well, they got
For
Zadorov.
Lindholm, who's done nothing.
They got Zadorov.
Oh, and Zadorov too. Yeah.
I mean, I think
No,
we put it.
Lindholm's been good.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, we'll put him in all right. But TCat, would you like to see more movement at the deadline?
I don't know if I wanted to shake the team up. Really, that's the thing.
Like,
I
who
think
do
they were
you give
scared.
up, sort of thing.
They're gonna lose in the
Yeah,
second
but like
round
most teams
anyway.
that win the Stanley Cup make trades at the trade deadline.
Yeah, but like he's already at the top of the league with the team he's got.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
you,
I
can't, you
think
don't really
more
want
Here
it.
is something
You don't want
interesting.
to
though.
risk anything.
You didn't end up signing Phil Kessel before
I
the
know.
deadline.
I
Are
was-
you
I think that
bummed?
would have if they signed him, I think it would have put them in dub.
that
Well,
would have injected the team.
obviously,
Yeah.
if they didn't sign him, it
With
must have mean he wasn't up to
hot
their
dogs.
standards, right? But
exactly.
are you bummed
But
out at
still, somebody who's had many experiences
Yeah,
in
he
playoffs.
would
but
have
if you
been
can't
there.
perform,
Yeah, but just put him in the
him on
loom
the
for
four-
some glue.
Put him on the fourth line.
Like, give me
play
some
him
locker
5
room
minutes a
glue.
game. It's the locker room guy you want.
Yeah, like
That's what you
Yeah,
put
morale
him in
booster.
for.
So you
he's
can
not-
help.
Hey,
him
even if he
scratch
plays
him.
like 1 or 2 games, like
still, I'm
yeah,
not.
just have him in the
If
locker
he's
room.
not up to
gets the fans out to that game he shows up to.
He's
most
not up to
most
standard.
fourth liners don't
Why-
play
why
that
sign him?
much.
I'd sign him. I
T,
wish
you're-
Ottawa
so
signed
you're-
I
him.
so-
wish
but-
Florida signed him.
Are you kind of bummed out because of like it's Phil Kessel, like
Yeah,
the beauty?
Phil,
but
he's a beauty, but like if he's not gonna help us, there's
Yeah.
no point bringing
He
him.
would
But
though.
though,
He
in the
would.
No, he
locker
wouldn't.
room.
3
How would you
cups,
know
baby.
that?
What
3
do you
cups.
mean?
He would
Phil
do
Three
Kessel's
well.
a guy
cups.
with experience. He can help the
He would
young
start
guys who've never
whining
made it
because
there.
he's
Thank
not
you.
playing.
I don't know.
He's
He's
a
good in
fourth line
Vegas.
guy. Like
He
that's what
doesn't
he is
think
now.
that.
we'll move on here to the Knights.
I don't think it's a bad thing we didn't
Who-
bring him in.
I think we're gonna promote to Kings because
They fleeced everyone.
Hurdle.
Well, I don't think they fleeced for Hannafin.
They
but
brought in
definitely
Hurdle.
fleeced
They
Hurdle.
brought in Hannafin, and they brought in Anthony Mantha.
That's just like wow.
I'm gonna say what Biz said. If Mark Stone is back for like the first round of the playoffs, something is wrong. Okay, that's
Yeah,
fucking
the league is
horseshit.
cheating.
They're playing GM mode on rookie right now.
With no salary cap.
Nobody saw Hurdle coming. The Hannafin deal was just nuts. I think
Yeah,
we
they
have-
weren't even part of it until like right before they made
Go
the trade.
Knights, go baby.
I
I'm
think-
hopping on that
Fuck
bandwagon.
the Knights. I hate them with a passion.
I think we have our Stanley Cup favorites right now. Although
Yeah.
interesting, it's very interesting.
They might not even make the
Yeah,
playoffs.
that's the crazy part. I really
Where
hope
they
they don't.
said-
I really hope they don't.
Is they're
We're
in the
6
second,
points ahead. But
second wild card spot.
Wait, I
The
just
Wild is the one
realized
chasing them down, so it's looking like they're gonna make it.
I
But
didn't realize that.
you didn't?
Yeah, they haven't
Yeah,
been doing that
bro,
good this year.
I'm scared shitless. They need to pick it up, or else we have to play them
in the
first
first round, it's
I'm
probably
not
the
ready
Oilers.
for
It might be Oilers
I'm not ready
Vegas.
for
Yeah,
it.
you might get
Bounce.
Nashville.
Either way,
We gotta
yikes.
have fucking.
That's a
they
little
do
scary.
something.
Yikes. Enough said on them, though.
We have to look.
Washington Capitals,
Somehow
third,
got worse.
a third for Kuznetsov.
I think
mean, you
it's
could
all
take.
right. They picked up quite a bit of
A
picks
lot
for
of
those 3
picks.
players.
Like, they're not a good team. They got a third
I
for
guess,
Kuznetsov,
yeah.
who they're going to
They
release
got,
anyways.
what?
A third for Edmondson.
Yeah, they got
Third and a fifth.
2/3, a second, a fourth, and a fifth for 3 guys that haven't been.
I
doing
would
much.
put that in. It's all right.
I
It's
think
alright, yeah.
Actually, honestly, I would almost put in a dub.
I think they could have got.
They're rebuilding a
Would've
team
got
that got
something.
5 picks for 3
They
guys.
didn't trade
who
Ovi,
aren't
though,
doing
like-
Yeah,
much.
but if you think about it, Kuznetsov
Like,
for
Kuznetsov
third,
was- yeah, but
when
he's-
you're retaining 50%.
he's in the A though. He's in the
Yeah,
A,
you're right.
and they're not competing.
I'll
Such
put it.
a
I mean, it's all right.
Twat.
For what? How am I being a
You
twat
just,
right
you just
now?
tried to slip it under there. Not defend
They
himself.
got 6 picks for 3 guys who didn't do much for them.
Next up, a team which I think had a huge dub.
I mean, doing Coke's doing a lot, I think.
Winnipeg Jets. Colin Miller they got Colin Miller give up a
this is a
fourth.
dub.
That's a dub.
Toffoli for a third and a second's a dub, and then that Monahan
Monahan
trade.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
a dub.
Dub.
yeah, I agree. It's a dub.
Dub. So, here are our deadline rankings. Let us know what you think, fellas. Is there anything you're disappointed at in there?
No.
That's solid.
I think that's
Disappointed in
pretty
my team, but
fucking solid.
I'm just mad that Vegas decided to trade for Hurdle and Hannafin.
I
We
honestly
would've been
think we
kings,
nailed
I
that.
think.
you think you would have won
I
the
think-
cup?
No.
Oh, King. Oh,
I think
King's
we
in
would
there.
have won
Honestly,
the trade
this-
deadline
th-
if
this
they-
might be,
Vegas didn't go off.
I don't know if this is controversial, but I think the Winnipeg Jets had a better trade deadline than you.
Facts.
You think?
Yeah.
They brought in key pieces, like really, really key for that thing. Not saying
We
Florida
did
did,
too. We brought in
but
a depth player.
Tarasenko.
We brought in a depth player and a top 6 forward.
Yeah,
I know he wasn't top 6 in
I
Ottawa,
know,
I'll
just
tell you
saying.
that.
well, no.
Wait, he still had 41 points in Ottawa though, in 50
He did,
games.
'cause
Like
he's
that's decent.
On our second line power play.
He's on
Unlike
ours
on
too.
your team.
He's on ours too.
I thought you said he was going in the first.
He was the first game.
Well,
He's happy with his family. That's all I care about.
fellas, should we move on to the NFL? I mean, Shane so nicely interrupted us saying that
The
Joe
tease.
Flacco's to the fucking
Hey, I got the salary if you want
Colts. No, I
Colts.
don't really care at all about Joe Flacco.
No.
But I will say, Shane, what a shout you had last pod with Kirk Cousins.
Can we?
Yeah. I don't even think the insiders had that. I don't even think the insiders had that. But
Shane is an
there's
insider.
a couple big moves. We have a shit ton to get through.
Woo, baby!
I even left a couple out. But T, we're going to start with your team. The New England
You gotta be
Patriots
pumped.
traded your guy. A guy you've came on this podcast and defended, said will take you to the promised land. Mac Jones is gone to the Jacksonville Jaguars
make him cry.
for a late round pick. Will you admit you're wrong?
Oh yeah.
He's gonna go off on the Jaguars. Take fucking Lawrence's spot.
Yeah,
Exactly. If he does that, I will freaking.
Yeah, you
lose
know
my
who the
shit.
number one receiver is though? Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis.
Yeah, but he's not going to be their starting quarterback.
No.
Backup
God-
quarterback.
He might win, maybe. You never know.
No,
Good
it's
one.
Trevor
Maybe
Lawrence.
Trevor
I
Lawrence.
like
Take it to
this
the
comment
promised
from
land.
Shaquille here. He's now a backup for the next 8 years. I'm gonna take this microphone and
Wait,
say
did he
something.
get paid yet, Mac Jones?
Fuck you, Pats fans. Because for the past 4 years
Yeah.
in the league,
Yeah.
4
some
years.
of that.
All I heard, all I've been hearing. Oh, he's gonna be better than Allen. Oh, he's gonna take it to the playoffs. That's all I gotta say. Go fuck
Well, he
yourself.
did take it to the playoffs.
He was the
once.
You
same
were wrong.
draft year as Lawrence, right?
You
Uh,
were wrong, especially you, Brett.
No.
I think so.
Anyways,
I
T-Cat.
think he might have been with Justin Fields.
They were all in the same one.
T-Cat,
Really?
anything gotta
There's
say
like
about
5
this? Really?
of them.
Fuck Mac Jones.
Herbert.
Go fuck yourself.
Let's go, baby. We're gonna get a quarterback this draft.
Jacoby Brissett. You picked up Jacoby Brissett.
Doesn't matter. We're gonna get
The
another
stats are
quarterback.
actually decent.
Drake
though.
May.
Trade
I
up
don't know
for
if I want
Caleb.
Drake May.
Well,
Drake
Come on,
May
Drake, I
sucks.
think Drake May is the next Mac Jones.
I want.
Okay.
No, Jaden
That
Daniels.
yes, Drake May sucks.
I don't think he sucks, but I feel like he's just
Drake.
kind of like a Mac Jones.
Drake.
I
Well,
want
we'll move on.
Jaden Daniels.
We'll move on to the next one.
Yes.
You want? Who do you want? Sorry, actually.
Jaden Daniels.
That's a
Heisman
sleeper.
winner.
That's a sleeper pick.
Well, on that note,
Exactly.
we'll move
Womp
on to
womp.
another quarterback. This one's kind of just a feel-good story, but could be an overpay. Baker.
I love it. You love it.
3-year,
You
$100
love
million
to see
with
it.
$50 million
Too
guaranteed.
fucking much.
But you just love to
You
see
love to
Baker
see
win.
it.
You love to
You
see
love
Baker
it.
fucking
win.
hate
Hey,
Baker.
You love it.
Yeah,
Former Sooner. Love
For
that
a
guy.
starting quarterback, that's not a lot of money.
Love that guy.
100 mil for 3 years?
100 mil? It's 50.
No,
Oh, it's
it's
100.
well, 50
mil.
mil.
Oh.
guaranteed.
3
50
years.
I
mil
saw the
guaranteed.
50.
But
50
he's
mil
been
guaranteed.
transferred around
Yeah,
the
no, that's a
league,
lot.
like,
No,
that's
that's
a
a-
shit ton of
I
money.
take
50
that
mil
back.
Guaranteed.
I take that back.
Yeah, but it's only 50 mil guaranteed.
Exactly.
So it's like a
100
dub.
If they
in
bring him to the
performance.
playoffs, it probably jumps up to 80.
But
I
that'd
don't
be worth
know.
it for
I
the
thought it
Bucs.
was, yeah.
Because they're gonna be poo poo for a long time. But it's good to see Baker win because I'm a big fan.
He's gross.
I'm a big fan of Baker.
Yeah, even look
horns
at this.
down,
Look at the
baby.
comment. Holy overpay. I'm a Baker
But
fan
look,
too.
proud of Baker. The next one,
Get your money.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Fuck you,
signed
Gabe
Gabe Davis. Script.
Oh,
I'm gonna
oh.
hand this one off to you, my friend, because I'm
Oh,
sure
fuck
you have a
this
lot to say.
guy.
Because you used to love Gabe Davis. So
Yeah.
can you just bring us through like how you loved him? You said he should be WR1 to this point.
So his first couple years he was good. He got separation shit. Yeah, and then he just decided to fuck off. He decided that I want money and not play.
This is your Mac Jones.
Yes,
but
this
like
is Jacob.
the thing though is like,
Mac Jones.
You were riding with this guy,
Yeah.
riding his hog all
okay, because the
fucking
first 2 years of his career he was disgusting.
Didn't he get
He's
like,
wide receiver 1. He's gonna take us there.
Didn't he
And
get
then-
paid like?
He just drops too many balls.
Enough said.
Didn't he get paid like a couple years ago?
No.
Or is that someone else?
This was his pay year. That's why we let him go.
Move on to the next one. Packers signed
Wow.
Josh Jacobs.
Why?
That's
Because they lost Aaron Jones.
Yeah, but
what do you think, Scriv?
Great deal. Josh Jacobs is better than Aaron Jones, I think.
Take him on the Bills.
We have
No, we don't need
James
him.
Cook is gross.
We don't need him.
James Cook is gross.
Yeah, you know.
oh,
You know what? That's kind of a good point.
Except for when he dropped that
Yeah.
touchdown pass. That's the only thing he did wrong.
Oh, anyone surprised about this one?
Yeah.
Really?
Like,
Kind of. I thought they were gonna re-sign Aaron Jones.
yeah.
give Love maybe a better weapon. I'd
Which
say.
running backs are going out like crazy right now?
Yeah.
Like Henry,
Well,
Saquon.
Okay,
No, I'm not
we're gonna get there. We're not gonna get there yet.
I'm not spoiled. I'm just saying a lot.
I just wanted to ask you about this one. Do you think this makes Packers playoff lock?
Well, they made it last year with nothing, so yeah. As long as they get receivers.
We'll move on to the next one. Then Shaner, Kirk Cousins to the Falcons.
Woo!
Fire me up.
First of all, what does this do for the Vikings? They signed who? They signed
Josh Dobbs.
No, they
no.
signed someone.
Oh,
No,
fuck,
the
who was
old
it?
Jets guy, Sam Darnold.
That's who it
Yeah,
is.
Sam
Sam Darnold to replace him. What does
Well, no,
this
they
mean?
have Josh Dobbs. He's probably gonna start.
Did he? As,
He,
does he have a
couldn't even
contract?
start last
I
year.
think
They
so.
they
Josh
benched
Dobbs?
him. They benched Josh Dobbs.
No,
Yeah,
Or
but
they
after
did.
one pick.
he started.
What do we think?
For a game or two.
First of all, we'll start with what does this do for the Vikings? Where do the Vikings?
Yeah, I
go
don't
from
know.
here?
Maybe they go. Well, how,
Poor-
where did
poor
they finish last
Jefferson.
year?
Poor Jefferson.
Did they make playoffs last year?
Vikings?
Yeah.
I don't
No.
think. No, they didn't.
Depends on how. Maybe they'll trade
But
up
Kirk
for
was injured all year.
a quarterback.
And now Falcons. Can they figure out their offense? Will they finally use Bijan, or will they just like?
Will they
let him rock
finally
there?
use Kyle Pitts?
What do you think? What do you
Honestly,
think?
I,
this does for
I don't think
Falcons?
Kirk Cousins is a solution personally.
No, he's not.
T-Cat, you got a thought on this?
No,
Kirk Cousins is like a
not at
Derek
all, to
Carr.
be honest.
He also
I
got,
like
a
Kirk, you know.
shit ton of money.
You like that?
I like it.
You like that?
I like
That's
it.
a lot of money
like
though.
that?
Is that
Isn't
where
he,
his
like,
wife's
old
from,
already?
too?
Like,
So-
isn't he like 32 or
Family
something
man.
like that?
Family man.
A lot of money for one playoff win too.
That's
Think
all he
about
has,
it.
one?
Think about it.
Yeah, he has got one.
He had a sick house
The,
though
the
in Minnesota. though.
Miracle.
You wouldn't want to see
Is
him.
it the only playoff
With
win?
all that
with the
shit, but-
Redskins, and then 1
Wow.
and 2 with
I-
the.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, yeah.
Jeez.
Joel, anything on this? Just
Lovely
congrats
guy.
to Shane for calling it.
Yeah.
Next up, Texans
Oh,
grab
fuck.
Joe Mixon. The
Wow.
Texans are looking
Wow.
gross.
Their defense though, I don't.
Gross.
Their defense is looking too hot.
That's
though. They lost some key guys.
That
Like,
is true.
Greenyard's gone. He was one of their best linebackers.
Can
You
we
get
look for
you got
Sanchez
you got a
Coleman?
top 5 QB though on your team.
Yeah.
Top 10. I said. Not top 5.
But what do you think about this? What does this do for the Bengals?
How does this affect
Helps
Sketch's
CJ
legacy?
Stroud a lot.
Yeah.
You
They
think
need a
Sketch is gonna
receiver,
get
though.
a jersey for
No
him?
offense, Tank Down ain't getting it done for you.
Stroud jersey. He's fine with that.
Fellas, anything else on this? I mean, Bengals, it's good to see a division rival. The
Bengals are going down
yeah,
a
get
hill.
weekend. But any of you guys
I love
thoughts?
That's
it. though.
hype.
I love it. No running back, losing 2 of their receivers.
No O-line.
No O line.
Well,
That's a hype
Except for
signing.
Baltimore's losing their O line too, eh?
I'm excited to watch
Moses
them
is
play.
gone. Zeitler's gone.
any thoughts, Joel,
On him?
on Joe Mixon?
I'm glad he's out of my fucking division.
Well, we'll move on to
Enough said.
Scriv. I'm just gonna let you take this one away
Oh, fuck.
right away.
I don't want to see no Bill shit.
Oh no,
Oh,
this is
this.
Shaq Barrett. This is Shaq Barrett.
Which I don't
That's
know how
like
they're
a
affording
random
people
one.
right now. To be
yeah,
honest.
this is kind of nuts. Their defense was already gross last year.
But they lost 7 starters on their defense. Both safeties, 2 linebackers,
We'll get to the
D
safety in a
line.
minute. But Shaq Barrett.
Yeah, he's old though. He's like 34, 35.
So what do you think about this one? Is it concerning?
I
you,
think it's a nice experience pickup. I don't think he'll be crazy
Are
good.
they gonna take the best
hope he-
defense
I hope
in
he
NFL
sh-
history?
I'm just
Shits on you
I'm just
guys.
wondering about these Dolphins because Scriv never really rates the Dolphins before
Fuck
the
the
year.
Dolphins.
I
Can't
always
give them
do.
any
This
credit
one
at
scares
all.
me.
Dolphins? Fuck no. Fuck no. I hate the Dolphins.
They're gonna rape you.
Tua is over. Did you see that they want to pay Tua
Finn, write that
$50
down.
million a year?
Isn't
Finn,
but
write
like
that down, eh?
Yeah, time, I just
Times.
Fuck off.
What'd you say?
I'm leaving that one in. We'll move on. The next one. This is a huge one. Joel.
fuck, baby, let's go.
Derrick Henry to the
Fire
Ravens.
me up. Fire me up.
No, they won't.
Derrick Henry to the Ravens. Joel, take it away. What does this mean for your offense?
I feel bad for any other team. Cause what? How do you even play defense against this? I don't
It's not
know.
hard. It's just hope that you.
The
get
guy was not hard.
I mean,
we
like-
have 2.
They're gonna run the ball 90% of the time now.
No, they won't. They'll still throw.
With
read
Derrick
option?
Henry and Lamar back there,
I'm
Read
not
option.
saying 100% of the time they're gonna throw, but like it's still gonna be out
I
there.
think it's gonna be a 70-30 throw. The pass.
It's gonna be
running-
fucking scary.
Yeah, the motions are gonna be fucked.
And anyone who's saying Derrick Henry is fucking falling off, you're crazy.
Because he's a Raven now.
He's a Raven now with Lamar, and he's gonna be top 3 in offensive players voting this year. I will lock that in right now.
Okay.
He might not have a lot of yardage, but he is gonna have a lot of touchdowns.
Do you
Yeah.
think you are now the best offense in the league?
I won't say best, but top 3,
That's fair.
top 10, top 3,
They
top
were
5
top
for
5
sure.
last year.
That's arguable.
The defense was top
I think
1.
I think you stumped him there because he didn't have a rebuttal.
Yeah.
You just went,
Wow, I have to go look
I
at
had to
the
switch to
stats.
defense.
To make you feel better, I'll say top 5, but best run game in the league.
Yeah,
Maybe
Flop
best
it.
run game all time, depending on how it
Okay.
goes. Because we have freaking Mitchell in the backfield too, who's gross.
You're not gonna be using him with Henry there. though.
Yeah, but he's a ridiculous second.
Is he?
Well,
He only got like 3 games last season. It was crazy.
I guess we'll move on then to who the Texans signed to replace him, Tony Pollard.
Great pickup.
I mean, it is a good pickup, but where did the Texans go? What are their goals this year?
Well, their receivers are looking decent. Their running backs decent.
Well, Pollard, yeah.
I don't know if Will Levis can get it done though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like if
They
they
were
get
shit last year, and somehow they got worse, I think.
I don't think they got worse. They got better.
I don't know. I
Who
think the
who they signed?
receivers.
Calvin Ridley was it?
No.
I
Yeah.
think it was Calvin.
Oh yeah,
Ridley.
they did. Yeah, they did.
So they have Ridley,
Yep.
Hopkins, and
Hopkins.
Don't even
We're
say his
still
name.
rating DeAndre Hopkins.
it's a good third guy.
You just named him as their second.
No, the second
It
guy is
is.
a rookie
Oh, no.
there. Something Spears.
Whatever.
Kajai Spears or whatever.
Mhm.
I don't know.
What-
I think they'll be much better.
I think
Griff,
that-
who's their quarterback?
That's what I said.
It's
Will
just-
I don't. It's up to Will Levis.
That's it. That's all they have.
Well, they have Will Levis and the Liberty guy there. What's his name? Malik Willis. Never heard of him?
No.
They're irrelevant.
that was Malik Willis.
Moving on.
They are
they're
finishing
gonna
last in the
suck.
division again.
Who's
Script?
in the division?
Texans,
Liberty University. Some nothing school.
Falcons.
They were able to get
No.
ranked.
Not a
for that.
divisional
Falcons
pod. Not
are
a
in the
divisional pod.
NFC
Script,
South.
I'm going to hand this one off to you
Oh,
right
I
now.
don't want to see it.
It's
I
another
don't wanna
Dolphins
see it.
one.
No, I don't want to see it.
Jordan Poyer, the man we
Fuck
released.
you, Poyer. I loved you. You spent
The
7
Dolphins
years.
are gonna annihilate you guys
You
all
spent
season.
7 goddamn years with us, and you leave for the fucking Dolphins.
I mean,
Fuck
you guys did kick him off your team, if I'm not
No,
mistaken.
I know. I get it. We didn't.
We
kick him
we
off.
didn't show him loyalty by
This
cutting
Yeah,
him.
he just flipped you the finger. I hate to
They
break it
have
to you
to
guys.
have like one of the
But he
best
also lives in
offense-
Miami,
or
so I understand
defense
that
in
too.
history.
But it sucks because we watched Hyde and Poyer like be like a
And
dynamic
they're both gone.
duo.
Both gone.
Well,
Both gone.
please
Yeah.
don't go.
I know. Well, he's a free agent. Maybe he'll come back.
But what do you think about this one?
You
What do
have
you
no
think about
money.
this-
You're fucked. You're both fucked. You both are fucked up. Fuck you both.
But what?
Both.
But
Fuck
are
you.
you mad
Fuck
at
you
Poyer or
both.
no? Are you mad at Poyer?
No,
or
I'm
no?
not you guys now. Fuck.
I guess we'll move on.
I'm
Jordan,
lost.
I'm really sad to see you go.
Fuck
it's
you,
unfortunate we couldn't afford him. The next one, speak about leaving to rivals, Saquon Barkley. Now this is a huge move.
I'm not coming back on after that.
Sorry, this one caught me by. This one caught me by surprise. Joel,
Yeah.
Joel, should we send it to you first?
Yeah.
What do you think about this one? What do you think about Saquon leaving for the Eagles?
Bring Jason
I think it's
Kelsey
disrespectful. I think it's disrespectful.
I don't really care.
100%.
Like, the Giants didn't do anything wrong to Saquon.
100%.
And he
you're
went to
leaving
the
their
Eagles.
biggest rivals,
Yeah.
the team like they hate the most.
Yeah, no, that's
Hey,
disrespectful. Like
tush
the Poyer
push.
thing, I understand, but this
Tush
is
push.
disrespect.
Tush push.
I'm saying Jason Kelsey's got to come back.
He's not coming
Bro,
back.
did you
not
see what
coming
he
back.
said?
What?
He's like, "Why did I have to leave this year?"
Well, they just signed a new O lineman
Did they?
to big
Yeah.
money, I'm pretty sure. But if this was the other way
Landon
around,
Dickinson or whatever.
yeah, if this was the other way around, I think
But Philly
Eagles
would've murdered
fans,
him. They would've
he'd be
murdered
dead.
him.
He'd be dead. This is nuts. This is
Yeah,
like,
the disrespect is crazy.
he said he's Giant for life, and then he goes to their biggest fucking rivals. The Eagles do look good though with
They do.
Barkley in their
You're
backfield.
dead to me, Barkley. You're dead to me.
Yeah, but didn't they lose shit ton of defense or no?
I think secondary, a couple secondary pieces, but
They didn't really
you
have
can find that.
defense.
You can find that.
Eagles have decent defense.
Still, I can't even. I don't even know what to say about this one. That is wow.
Fucking insane.
Wow. It'll be interesting to see what happens then. Russell Wilson to the Pittsburgh Steelers
1.2 mil is all he's
Yeah,
getting paid.
that's-
What's
That's
his new like
Well-
saying now?
by the Steelers. By the 1.2 million by
I mean,
the Steelers. 80
yeah,
mil,
he's- yeah,
80
he's still
mil
getting
or
shit
60
ton
mil
from the
by
Broncos.
Okay,
Um,
but he's better than Pickett, so like.
Yeah, true.
And Trubisky
I think. Well, I think Trubisky's back
Yeah.
on board.
and Rudolph.
But Rudolph also gone.
Yeah, Trubisky this time of the building.
Yeah, but how mediocre are the Steelers
Sorry.
going to be? Still,
They're gonna still be the
Shit.
same.
Yeah, they'll be the
this
same.
doesn't put them in
Defense
the
is going to
playoffs.
be gross. Offense is
Matt
gonna
was
be
happy,
terrible.
but they're still gonna be shit.
Really, Matt? Matt, I know you're watching this right now. Drop a comment. how happy are you with this Russ signing? I think you're still not making the playoffs.
You're about to get a
But
paragraph.
that being said, Mike Tomlin is the coach, so they will not have a negative record.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
you know
They'll
what?
They'll go at 9-8.
Yeah, 9-8. They're going 9-8. 9-8. Congratulations,
He's such
Pittsburgh.
a good coach.
You have a 9-8 season.
I think he's the best all time. I think he's better than Belichick.
Tomlin?
100%.
That's a tough conversation. And then to round it out, this one's just a personal one I wanted to bring up just because I love him so much. Jameis Winston.
Wow, you didn't even bring up the one I was
yeah.
thinking.
Signed with
Hey.
the
What you
Browns.
were thinking?
Pat Queen going to the fucking
Oh, yeah, that's
Steelers, the
crazy.
rival.
Where's Gay going to the Saints? Come on.
Oh, Chiefs are looking like in the mud right now.
Thomas also
They
cut
said that
her.
last year.
Yeah, you're
I mean,
right.
we could talk about Queen to the Steelers.
You're right.
Like
Which is
that,
brutal.
That's
Did you see
how
what
do you
they
feel
That's
about
brutal.
Chiefs want to bring Odell in. Did you see that? I don't know if that's gonna help.
Okay, I'm actually like sad right now though.
Why?
Because of Jameis. Who's gonna eat
Jameis.
a W? Can we eat a W in memorial of Jameis?
Oh my God, Jameis is the best.
This guy said he
interception
was
thrower
never
ever.
gonna leave too.
That's my goat right there.
He's like, I'm never gonna leave.
That's my goat. But
he
how
just
do you
didn't offer
fucking
him
leave.
anything.
how do you feel about Queen though to the Steelers?
Pissed off.
Yeah,
You think that's a bit like
hurts.
big loss for you guys?
That's
or-
like that's like shake on. I can't even pronounce
That's a
it.
massive
Saquon.
loss.
Fuck.
Saquon?
I'm having brutal
Saquon?
pronunciations.
Oh, I guess it's a rival too.
It's
eh?
our biggest
Yeah.
fucking rival, and he
Yeah.
went
Yeah.
there. And
Yeah, a lot of
Our
a lot
defense
of
is
people
just
did that this
getting-
year. They went to the
yeah,
rival.
defense is-
everyone fucking did.
defense is
Yeah.
getting worse and worse.
Well.
But our offense is looking fucking scary, so
Right.
watch out.
Well, fellas, that's going to do it for episode 71 of the Five Back Podcast. Is there anything you want to say to round this one out?
I just want to say congrats to Tate for making 200. No, you can't pronounce it. 2 billion streams. So congrats, Tate.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. This is like the
We
most-
love you. We love you here.
Canada's
No.
own.
Canada's own
We
2
don't.
billion.
We didn't talk about
streams.
the Bills though on what they're doing.
What do you mean?
Oh my fucking
Nothing.
God, we
Yo.
just
They're
finished.
doing nothing. I'm worried about us.
What else can we
So-
say?
so
other-
why bring it
we
up
we
then?
did. That's why you want to know why we didn't talk about it because we did fucking nothing. Like you
Oh,
said.
we got Deion Dawkins back when he
You dropped half your team.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, you're right.
Shane, anything you want to say to the fans?
Come out to us. Come out to our fucking playoffs.
Don't come next Tuesday.
The
Do not
boys are
come next
buzzing.
Tuesday.
Do not come.
Don't
The boys
come
are
Tuesday
buzzing.
or Sunday.
Well,
Well, Sunday. will be-
Congrats,
Sunday I'm
Tate.
not there. So.
that's gonna do it. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a comment.
Hey,
See you
we're past 100, boys.
Yeah, oh yeah, past the
Past 100. Woo!
Thoughts on the back end. This may come out on St. Patty's Day. If it does, I hope you had a great St. Patty's Day.
Oh.
I'm sure next pod will be filled of St. Patty's Day
Stories. So,
But
Yes,
we'll see you
sir.
all next week.
congrats, Tate.